everybody and welcome back to another tutorial from my Simply series range of books. Today I'm going to be taking you through hot and cold jazz from my Simply Jazz, Blues and Rag books. And if you want to know where I got the book from, there'll be a link directly above my head coming up now, or there'll be a direct link in the description bar underneath this video. So if you want to know how to play hot and cold jazz from my Simply Jazz, Blues and Rags book, then please keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is play it all the way through, then I shall take you through parts of the music. Okay, so starting off with the rhythm, it says in a swing and bouncy style. So what you might notice is that I wasn't playing the quavers or eighth notes quite as they look. I was playing them in a bouncy and swingy sort of style. There is a way that you can write that, where you would write that on the music next to where it says in a swing and bouncy style, but I chose not to put that in because I thought a lot of you might not understand that and it might just confuse things. If you want to know how it's played, then you can just come and watch the video and learn from there. But instead of being a straight rhythm, it's a little bit more bouncy. So you just play those quavers sort of bouncy, rather than, it's not going to be very jazzy then. A lot of jazz music does have that kind of swing feel to it anyway. So that's with that. The rhythm for that is just that it's just this. So you're holding a little bit longer if you're looking at the first real bar and the second real bar, you're holding a little bit longer on that second G with the dot next to it and the second F with the dot next to it as well, to give you da 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 da. Gives you that kind of syncopated, more kind of bouncy rhythm there. Another thing I need to mention is for the whole notes or the semi-breathes that you've got there, just make sure that you've got enough bow. So on the note before you hit those semi-breathes, make sure that bow either takes you sort of close to the point of the bow or close to the heel of the bow, so that you've got enough bow to do those 4 beat notes. Otherwise, if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to be running out the bow very, very quickly. And after that, it's just a case of judging how fast you need to move the bow arm so that you can make the bow last for 4 counts there. You've got a few fourth fingers on the E's, especially in bar 9 and especially in bar 16. I might suggest that you do those fourth fingers. You can do open E's, but the fourth fingers are going to be better just because it keeps everything all on one string then, and it saves you having to cross a lot of strings. It saves that kind of open E string that you have in the middle there. So if it says a 4, try and do a 4. You have to do a 4 when it gets to the very last note anyway, because that's a B. And just beware that, just make sure that you stretch that fourth finger enough. I know a lot of my students don't quite stretch that fourth finger enough, so it ends a little bit kind of, and that's odd because the note before it is also a B, just the octave below. So make sure you've got a wide enough gap between that first finger on the A and that fourth finger there. You don't want to overstretch it. That's going to sound too much, or under. That isn't going to sound. So what you want to be is sort of a finger's gap away from where the third finger would be. So the third finger would give you an A here, and this is going to be a B. And I know that's about right because if I put my index finger from my other hand in between it, there we go, that's probably about right. So third finger, and then if I put another finger down, and then if I put my fourth finger in, that's how much of a gap that I need to have. So what you could do is when it gets to that point, you know you've got 2 Bs at the end, just take a quick look at the violin and then you can roughly see where you're going to be. So that's pretty much it with hot and cold jazz. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check in the description bar underneath. There'll be loads of links to all the other series of books, Simply Romantic, Simply Country, Simply Gypsy, Simply Jigs and Reels, and all that kind of good thing. So they'll be all underneath. Thank you for watching this video and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.